So bros,
Yes.
I have a question, no?
Good evening.
So, good evening muna.
Good evening,
guys. So,
Taas ng araw.
ang question na to, if, let's say for example, you will have your dream salary. You will get that dream salary of yours. Income. No? Will you continue working? Or mas tataas pa yung goal nyo? What will happen kung natatanggap nyo na ngayon?
Mga 10 trillion. Pwede na, ano?
Grabe, really.
Alam mo, pag financial advisor ka talaga, iba yung,
iba yung
numbers
atake.
Iba.
Oo. Sa akin is ang dream job ko kasi is ang dream salary ko is hindi masyadong malaki,
Okay.
pero wala akong ginagawa.
Ay, parang laki na na.
So if you're gonna give me my dream salary and I don't have to do anything, then yes. I will be very happy already.
Wala
But
ka na-
knowing me, wala na akong gagawin.
Wala ka nang gagawin.
But knowing me, it will still not be enough. There will still be something that I would want more.
How about you, bro?
Siguro sa akin, relative kasi yung dream salary, no?
Very,
Oo,
very much.
Yung tao yung magde-define niya. Let's say, for example, makakuha ko ng, 1 trillion.
Mhm. Is it trillion? Grabe naman. Is it peso or dollars?
Pwedeng dolyar na.
Okay.
Pero anyhow, sa akin, regardless kung magkano yung dream salary niyan, tingin ko hindi ako titigil. Diretso pa rin. It might not be work. Siguro sa work titigil, pero meron akong ginagawa to further increase that money.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing.
But when is it gonna be enough?
Welcome to After Office, conversations that matter beyond the 9 to 5.
Mga bagay na hindi mo masingit dahil busy ka sa life.
The real stuff after the pressure and after the responsibilities.
Paano masasabing enough is enough?
When is it gonna be enough?
Ang tao kasi, by my definition, we are created to build. We are created to invent. And we are created to produce something that will help not just ourselves, pero the community. So if ever ganyan, hindi enough kasi magbi-build ka ng spaceship, if ever.
It's never enough.
Hindi. Never enough eh. Hindi. Continuous siya eh. Meron at meron eh.
Sa bagay, even the richest person on the planet, parang ang dami pa rin yung ginagawa na
Correct.
Sino bang richest person ngayon?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Si, di ba? SpaceX. Siya ba yun? Siya yun, di ba?
Yeah.
So parang,
Tesla, SpaceX.
pag ganun kadami yung pera mo, dahil mo rin naiisip na gawin
Yes.
na I think yung mga iniisip yung gawin is
Out of this world na.
literally out of this world.
Yeah.
Pero it might be mukhang gusto lang niya out in a whim or hobby or whatever. Pero tinan mo, it will still generate income or wealth for him.
Yeah.
And for sure, will benefit the humanity kasi, di ba?
Will it?
I believe. There's a purpose kung bakit nilagay si Elon dyan eh. So, para sa, ano ba yun? Continuation of humanity.
Debatable yan.
Di ba? Ganun ba?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yung ikaw, yung question mo.
Enough is enough depends on how you are enjoying. Kasi ako as a family man, syempre I need to secure my family, of course.
Matik yan.
Diba? Matik yan, number 1. Number 2, you have your staff. Syempre, ayaw mo naman sila iwan.
Yeah.
So, continue yung business natin and all that. Pero if, let's say, nakukuha ko na siya, tapos, grabe yung dream eh. Parang hindi na ako mag-work nun. Damn. Siguro passion-based na lang. Turo konti, work konti, if I like it. Pero hindi na siya yung parang you have more responsibility.
Yeah.
I think may gagawin akong ibang bagay to keep that or to hindi siya yung parang keeping lang parang it's more of like beating also the inflation and all that. Tapos pursuing other stuff, let's say making your own book or something like that, or becoming a motivational speaker in the future. Let's see. Let's see.
Pwede.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
So yun yung mga possibility. Pero hindi ko na siya iisipin yung parang, wait lang, renta na mo bukas, yung kuryente kong taas. Uy, swelduhan na naman. Nakakalampag si BIR. So parang hindi ko na siya iisipin. So lesser yung sa monetary wise, mababawasan. Pero still, as a human being, we have to do more in order to serve the community and the people. Parang creating an impact. Because at the end of the day, with all that money, di mo naman madadala sa heaven yan. Diba? Limited lang yung oras natin. Hanggang ilang years na ba tayo dito?
Tsaka nasa ano yan if you're familiar or natandaan niyo yung mga topics ng college, yung Maslow's pyramids of needs. You have that enough money, tapos ka sa basic needs, tapos ka na doon sa mga recreation, yung mga wants mo, yung mga needs mo. Yung pinaka-top niyan is the pinnacle. So it's thinking about giving back to the community. Purpose
Parang
na.
actualization.
So, diba? Self-actualization.
Oh.
So, yun na talaga. So, if you have that enough money, talagang pupunta ka.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy. For sure. Ikaw ba, Doc Rocky? Magkano ba yung gusto mo na numbers? Ito, 1 trillion. Grabe talaga pag
Grabe naman,
advisor ka.
napakarami naman nun. Parang sa ko naman nadalhin yun.
Grabe, no?
Hindi na yung kasya dun sa lata ko ng fita.
Numbers. Kunwari tapon tayo ng numbers. Ilan ba yung gusto mo? Dollars sa wag peso?
Mahirap.
Medyo mahina ngayon yung natin.
Mahirap. Mahirap pagbigyan ng number. Pero hindi na masama ang
Hindi na masama 1 trillion. No?
Hindi na masama yung 1 trillion.
Nakamaleta nga. Charot.
Hindi, tingin ko parang hindi naman ako masyadong ano bang topic ulit?
when is enough? When is enough financially? When is enough?
Financially,
When is enough? Kung na-receive mo na ba tong amount of money or nare-receive mo siya ngayon, hanggang saan yung enough na parang sasabihin mong, okay na ako.
No, parang feeling ko wala makapagsabi.
Wala
And mean it.
makakapagsabi.
Realistically. Kasi sinabi ko na rin yan before. Like, pagka nagkaroon ka ng ganito, okay ka na.
Pero hindi
Tapos pag narating mo
Mahit
yun,
no?
hindi pa rin.
Hindi pala.
Tapos mag-iisip ka ulit ng number. Tapos hindi pa rin pala.
Yes.
Parang tingin ko laging hindi enough
Yeah.
if your focus is on the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pero if the money is just like something that really enables you to do the stuff that you want. Feeling ko yung number nun, as long as it makes you do the things that you want and makes you comfortable na hindi ka sobrang in need, feeling ko hindi na mag-matter kung gaano kadami.
Exactly.
Yes, yes. Parang yan may nagsabi na isang influencer, if you have $20 million in the bank, you can buy whatever you want in this world. Siyempre hindi yung spaceship, no? Pero more than that, hindi na siya need, hindi na siya kailangan. So parang it makes a lot of sense, no, na coming from them na parang nga, no? So you simplify things. Pero siguro yung tanong, hanggang saan ka mangangarap ng more? Kung kayo tatanungin hanggang kailan, hanggang saan, magkano?
Hanggang wala na akong binabayaran. Na like, yung hindi na ako kailangan mag-need for na magbayad ng mga... Mabayaran ko lahat ng kailangan ko bayaran. Like, yung mga loans mo, yung mga...
Tuition.
tuition.
Credit
So feeling ko,
card.
so habang nag-aaral yung mga bata, kailangan pa rin mas marami.
Yes.
So hindi ko masagot kung hanggang saan. Kasi baka wala palang hanggan.
Tama.
Hindi ko matandaan, pero may thought na binigay si Jim Carrey na hanggat hindi mo na, parang magpakayaman ka ng todo. And then experience all the things in life.
Ayon yung kanyang speech nung nag-ano siya, valedictory speech siya.
Hindi ko kabisado yung verbatim na sinabi niya. Until then, marirealize mo na may limit yung money or yung mga things na meron tayo. Pero such that, nung time na yun, kailangan ma-experience mo kasi iba perspective kasi. Bigyan mo ng pera ang gantong, sabihin na natin class A or class B na tao. Kasi iba pa yung nila financial wallet nila sa isip nila eh. Akala nila malaki na to or kailangan pala ng mas malaki. Versus doon sa mga tao na na-reach na nila, doon nila marirealize na enough na to. So it really depends siguro. Tingin ko.
Well, so, yun ang sabi niya is, I hope everybody becomes rich and famous. So that when everyone is ando na, you'll realize that it's not really, it will not give you what you want.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Financially, ang tanong is, when do we feel na okay na tayo? Ako, as long as the family is living comfortably, not in debt, and hindi ko kailangan na sobrang i-trade off masyadong aking time just so that we would be comfortable. I think yun yung enough for me. Not so much really of gaining so much wealth, but to establish a certain level of comfortability in life that I don't really have to trade so much more of my time.
Ganda dun.
So maganda is really establish a system or a business that can run without you there and live your life off of the whatever small income that you get from that, living within your means, and that will be able to support your family. I think that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Unless na lang na binigyan ka ni Lord ng calling.
Hindi natin tatanggihan yan.
Hindi kasi, di ba? Minsan may mga tao
Anong
talagang...
calling? Akala ko, hindi ka binigyan ka ng $20 million. Hindi natin tatanggihan yan.
Hindi, ibig sabihin, may mga tao kasi na talagang pinili para maging pilantropo. Magpatayo ng ganito. Magpatayo ng ganito.
Ako gusto ko rin talagang
Di ba?
Parang feeling ko dun sa ano yung sasabi kong book na binabasa natin na
Half-Life.
Half-Life,
Yeah.
na parang pagdating mo ng 40, you get this parang i-re-evaluate mo yung life mo. Tapos yung iyon ng magiging perspective is really finding significance and what legacy that you're gonna leave in this world.
For sure.
So yun, yung parang andun ako, yung hunger ko to do something more than just all of these superficial things.
Kasi na feel mo na kasi na what you have for your family is okay na.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pero this is not to maging invalid yung goal ng mga tao or younger people na to really ang gusto nila ngayon is really to accumulate more. But you come to a point in your life na yun, gusto mo na ng something that would really have a lasting impact.
Yeah.
Lasting impact. So we unanimously talking about, agreeing about beyond the money, beyond salary, beyond what we can get, but it's a great thing to know that we're thinking about legacy.
Yeah.
We are thinking about the possibility on how we can create an impact to the next generation, that money won't solve in every problems out there. It will not make you happy. Although wala pa naman tayo doon, but we are learning from people na nauna, na sinasabi nila sa mga books, sa mga podcasts, na it's beyond money talaga, which is a good thing. Kasi people are trading their, not just their body, their health, no, they're trading their souls for that. Which sometimes you cannot go back eh. Diba? Easy to be part of the scheme, creating illegal stuff, getting more money. It's something like that. But you know, it's beyond money. What else can you do? What else can you do? There are a lot of things that we can do apart from earning money. You can be happy with little. You can be happy with debt-free life, with your family, with your legacy, and all that. You can be happy with that. So
Yeah, but it doesn't mean na money is not important. Kasi,
It is important.
kasi yes, money is not the only thing.
Yeah.
exactly.
But when you need it, and if it's not there, it feels like it's everything.
Yeah.
So money is important, but it should not be the only driving force
Exactly.
for you to move, or to. This is not the only driving force for you to really have happiness. Kasi the money is very volatile.
It is.
You should not your peace should not come from money alone. Kasi if your peace comes from money, when it's not there, it's gonna be stressful.
And also your security.
Yes.
Kasi a lot of people, I've seen this, na lahat na lang naka-base yung security sa pera. Yung parang
Pag nabawasan yung bank account, stress na.
stress na sila, which is not a good thing. Kasi at the end of the day, pwede bang wala yan eh. Isang, nadaanan lang yan ng isang, tawag dito, a virus or something. Pwede mong wipe out lahat
Yeah.
yan.
Actually, ang problema is sa Filipino society, most Filipinos is just one cancer away from bankruptcy.
Actually, hindi nga
Yeah.
cancer eh. Kahit
One
yung...
major disease.
Yeah, di ba?
One major disease, yeah.
Kaya naniniwala ako in insurance. Sinego ikaw.
Well, exactly.
Sige, bago tayo pumunta dyan, meron akong nalimutang question.
Ano yan?
Though slightly nasagot nyo naman. Is money good or bad?
Ako muna. Money is good. Why? Because money can be a vehicle to be a channel of blessing.
Correct.
And that is number 1. Number 2, the love of money is bad. Yun yung sinasabi sa Bible.
Yun ang iniisip ko.
Yun. May dadagdag ka.
Wala.
Okay. So, for me, okay talaga na may pera. Ito, sa totoong buhay, sa atin, pag wala kang pera, wala ka.
I agree.
Sa society. I mean,
Agree.
tayo lahat nag-umpisa tayo sa wala.
Yeah.
Pag wala kang pera, wala.
O, magsishare ako
Yeah,
dyan.
but it's a very sad reality.
Sad reality in our society, yes.
Alam mo yung nung bago ka pa lang nagsisimula, tapos may reunion kayo. Wala ka eh. Pera. Totoo nangyari. Di ba? Pero nung medyo nagkaroon ka na ng pangalan or nakaangat ka na sa buhay, VIP. Tama ba? Ako personally na-experience ko siya eh. Siguro hindi lang naman sa isolated sa case na na-experience ko, pero especially doon sa mga iba pang tao, possibly sa mga nasa probinsya or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Experience ko talaga
Culture.
siya. Culture.
Culture, bro. Yeah. Which is a bad thing. Kasi it will affect your whole being eh.
Yeah.
Na why am I treated this way? Kasi dahil ba wala akong pera? Pang teleserye na. Pero that is reality.
Yeah.
Part of our lives.
Oo.
Ganun nangyayari. Hindi ko alam sa panahon ngayon. Pero yung
Same,
na-experience,
the same. Ganun talaga.
the same pa rin. Yeah.
Parang you have to be a certain level para pansinin. Parang kailangan ba talaga?
Yeah.
Kahit nga hindi lang sa mga reunion eh. Certain services.
Yeah.
Bakit kailangan na para pansinin ka sa isang for example, a service na supposedly every single person can have for free. Bakit pagpunta mo ng isang government office, for example, I don't know, LTO or whatever, may kukunin kang sedula, bakit kapag nakaporma ka ng maayos, mukha kang mayaman, mas madali kang makakuha ng atensyon, mas madali kang makukuha yung gusto mo, as compared pag pupunta ka ng nakasira-sirang damit, di ka nila papansinin.
At napaka-polite nila, no?
Oo, parang sir, ganyan. So, parang it's a cultural thing that really runs deeper. Maybe ito pa yung it's in our DNA because sa
Colonize
colonize sa atin ng mga
yeah.
Kastila nung
Exactly.
for hundreds of years. So talagang na-inculcate sa atin na in order for you to get somewhere and you have to be somebody, you have to look like somebody, behave like somebody who is in power para lang
Yeah.
that people will really do your bidding.
Sad reality, no? Tapos pag ikaw yung mahirap, ikaw pa yung aabusuhin. Parang, nandun ako before eh. Yung parang, kawawa. Ikaw, kawawa ka na, kakawawain ka pa. Parang dapat, di ganon. Dapat hindi ganon. We have to change that mindset na we are all equal. Ang iba na una lang. Ang iba, yung mindset nila wala doon. That's the reason why we have to share good news, great things, hope na hindi pwedeng ganyan ka pinanganak, mamamatay kang ganyan din. So, there's always hope. And money is just a scoring points eh. Hindi naman yan everything. Pero we realized it na ngayon na matanda tayo na may impact siya. Pero it's not about the money lang.
And it should not be.
It shouldn't be. Yeah.
And deep narinig dyan na money, yeah, it is a tool. Pero it amplifies who you are.
Yes.
Paano? In what way?
Kung ikaw ay innate na sabihin natin frugal or matipid, kahit magkaroon ka ng pera, you know how to do with the money, with what you have. Pero kung ikaw ay, sabihin na lang natin na lumaki na ganito, magastos, mapapansin mo magastos ka pag may pera ka. Kasi ito napansin ko rin na, especially with the Filipinos to handle their finances. Pag ang Pilipino may extrang pera at hindi niya alam kung saan niya dadalhin yung pera, mauubos yan, hindi niya ano bang tamang term doon? Hindi niya aalala na nagastos niya na pala. Behavior ng Pilipino yan. Kaya it's really best na pag may pera ka, alam mo kung saan pupunta. I-invest mo na.
Sa Sun Life.
Iba yun.
Joke lang.
Huwag mo siyang paubuhin.
Inakatago ko nga eh. Di ba?
Alam mo bro, that's true. Pinoy na Pinoy nga ako. Yeah.
Ako din.
Di ba?
It's in my blood.
Di ba
It's in our blood, bro.
Wala pa nga ginagastos ko na.
Oh my goodness. That's true.
And especially with our audience ngayon, dun sa mga bago pa lang, kakagraduate pa lang, kakatrabaho pa lang, napakahalaga noong mga pera na meron sila ngayon. Kasi those resources will really help them to go to the next stage. Kasi nasa accumulation stage sila ngayon eh. So, best talagang if you really want to, alam mo, mawala yung stress, eventually, wala utang, lahat ng pera mo talagang naka-allocate sa ibang bagay, talagang may natutunan ako. Talagang kailangan i-account, isulat. Ito yung pera ko, dito ko gagastusin. Ito yung pwede kong pang once lang. It will really help.
Pero may different perspective niyan, bro. Sabi nila, sometimes if you're innately magastos, you have to outwork that magastos behavior. So kung magastos ka, you have to work more in order for you to, 'di ba? To sustain yung pagiging magastos mo. Excuse.
Meron akong
Wala akong masabi
goodness.
kasi ako yung gastador.
meron akong kaibigan. Meron akong kaibigan ang sabi niya, tatrabaho ko mabuti. maarte ako sa katawan eh. Kailangan ko magtrabaho ng mabuti. Okay lang yun kasi at least alam niya kailangan niya magtrabaho. Di ba? Kung meron man siyang investment or kung meron siyang bibilin, okay lang kasi trinabaho niya naman. Yan. Pero what I'm saying is, kailangan alam mo kung saan pupunta pera.
Yeah.
Kasi alam mo yung trabaho na ginawa mo diyan eh. Sayang naman kung mawawala lang.
Correct. Well,
Sa AI glasses.
AI glasses. Shout out no Row Kid. So sinabi ko to sa isang dentist na isa sa mga students ko. Kasi siya, yung parang hindi niya alam paano mag-ipon pa. Bata pa eh. I mean, he's earning good now. Tapos yung money niya hindi niya alam saan nilalagay or wala lang, education or something. Sabi ko sa kanya when I started, kasi kilala ko sarili ko, hindi ako marunong mag-ipon. Lahat ng pera ko sa bank, gagastusin ko yan. For my trainings, for the gamit, for the business, and for my self-development. Because the best investment is yourself. That's number 1. Number 2, the best investment is something that hindi mo makukuha-kuha. Nag-iipon ka every month without you knowing, after 10 years or after 20 years, meron ka na palang money. Hindi sa bank yon, sa insurance yon. Kasi it will take time for you to process it para kukunin mo yung money mo sa insurance. But sa bank, however, money mo yun eh. If you like to get it, you can get it right away. So that's the problem. So because of my attitude, nasabi ko, I'll get insurance for my investment. Hindi pa protection, bata pa ako nun eh. For my investment. And then little did I know, after year, kumukuha na ako ng insurance every single year. Why? For the future. Pakonti-konti. So yung laman ng bangko, hindi siya ganun kalaki. Pero yung insurance ko, nag-accumulate yun.
Compound.
For my, compound. Yun yung for my future and family's future. So, but syempre ngayon habang tumatanda ka, I'm not holding the finances. My wife is siya na bahala sa lahat. So we have like allocated the banks and all that. Pero alam ko in my heart na pag tumanda ako, meron kaming dalawa. Kasi yun yung tinatrabaho ko since I was 25.
Yeah. So, kaya yun. Yung importance ng insurance. For me hindi siya yung parang mema lang. Hindi siya para just to promote you. But for me, nakikita ko yung importance niya sa life ko and my personality. Feeling ko yun din ginagawa ni Doc Rocky.
Religiously. So parang wala rin ako talaga. I'm not very liquid. Sobrang pagka kinuhanan mo ako ng ganito kalaki halaga, wala akong may produce. Pero all my money is on a lot of different investments. Nothing beats peace of mind. Peace of mind that no matter what happens, my family will not experience the same thing that I had to go through growing up. And that no matter kung anong disease yung makuha ko, hindi mo wipe out in an instant yung lahat ng pinaghirapan.
Yeah.
So yun. Wow. Ano yung gusto mong i-add kanina?
Hindi, siguro sa akin, especially doon sa mga bagong nagsisimula, maraming ways or investment vehicles dyan. Nandyan ang banks, andyan yung mutual funds, andyan yung insurances, ang daming industry. Stocks. Daming,
yes.
Siguro, one way or another, may kumausap na sa kanila. Pero pinaka-bottom line na gusto kong i-reiterate or i-pound sa kanila is for them to be aware doon sa management of money. Kailangan aware kasi sila doon.
Yeah.
Okay mag-invest. Okay sa insurance, everything. Pero kailangan aware sila na yung inflow and outflow ng pera nila, talagang nakakalculate nila. Kasi doon, mamamaximize mo. Parang accounting lang yan. Debit, credit lang yan. Ito pupunta dito for my expenses. Ito pupunta dito for my future naman. And then once you assess your financial status or financial health, doon ka na papasok. Ano yung mga objective ko? Maybe for this year, ito yung goal ko. I want to build my 2 million insurance. Okay. Next year, health naman. Or gusto kong mag-grow ng investment, punta naman ako sa mutual funds. Pero at that time, since nabanggit ko yung management, alam mo na hindi lang dito pupunta sa insurance, sa investment, kasi meron ka rin mga personal expenses eh. Meron ka rin mga personal ones. Hindi mo pwedeng ihiwalay or iwanan yung bagay na para sa'yo. Kasi or else, babalik tayo dun sa last topic natin, mababurnout ka. Kasi you need to give something for yourself.
Reward.
Diba? You need to reward for yourself. So yun, siguro, you need to know where your money goes. You need to account everything.
Correct.
So it's not really just a matter of knowing when enough is enough. It's really finding out kung what you have can be allocated to the things na kailangan mo.
Kailangan, kasi ang tawag dito, habang tumatanda tayo, may mga stages tayo eh. Tama? Pag bata ka, accumulation tayo. Tapos pag nagkaroon ka ng several years, pag nagkaroon ka ng girlfriend, magpapakasal ka. Pag magpapakasal ka, ano iniisip mo? Bagong bahay, maybe, for your family? Car? And then after that, magkakaroon kayo ng anak. Ano na iisipin mo next? Education naman. Di ba? After that, papalapit ka na ng 55, 60. Ano Retirement naman. So, may stage ang bawat management ng pera.
Correct.
Until dun sa sinasabi ko kanina, if you have all those money, okay na ang anak mo, okay na pamilya mo, legacy naman. Apo mo, next generation ninyo. So, you're giving back to the community naman. Or your extension of your family.
So what I got from this conversation is that money is not all about money. It's not all about how much we can get, how prepared we are for the future, because we are not certain about the future.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond that. We have our family, legacy, things that we have to do and accomplish while we are living this world, or we live while we live. And I believe that it should be parallel with everything. Like we are earning, we are doing our legacy while performing our duty as husband, as a boss, as a father, and all that. So we have to balance everything. At the end of the day, we're not our jobs. We are still figuring life out after 5 p.m. So this is After Office. Conversations that matter beyond the 9 to 5. This has been Jonas.
This has been Sherwin.
And this is Rocky, and we will see you after you clock out.